Let's talk a little bit about sanitizing and deodorizing in using our foggers and some of the different chemicals that we use. These are great upsell items. Also, that some of them are very specific chemicals that we would use in certain situations. I would go into more detail in the training, but your basic sanitizer or deodorizer is EnviroCon here. We have a fogger labeled for each one of the chemicals that we use. We also have Oxine, which is a much more aggressive sanitizer. We would use this in cases where we're dealing with mold, things like that. We also use Unsoot number 2 encapsulant, which is typically used in fire jobs. We have relationships with fire and water restoration companies, and whenever there's been a fire, we will use this product to basically encapsulate the inside of the ducts. Again, I would go into more detail in the training. We do have a parts machine right here. This is actually just missing an elbow inside, so it would be easily repaired to put back into service, or it could be used for parts. Moving on with some, I guess, protection items. Well, I guess before I get to that, we do have a tote here where we carry respirators. When we're using the Oxine or the Unsoot, we would be using respirators, gloves, glasses. Going back to protection for their home, we have these corner guards, which we'll use for both air hoses and suction hoses, kind of depending on the situation. Also in this bag here is a door protector that we'll use. I actually have it set up on our shop door here to demonstrate. This is attached, has some elastic material that grabs the back of the door. What you see here is on the other side too. It's got a kind of a sleeve it slides into. There's elastic bands here where it grabs onto the door handle on both sides. It is long for tall doors, but the excess is just rolled over, and then there's a door stop there. So if we're running a hose into this, depending on the season, you know, if it's extreme winter, extreme summer, if we want to keep the heat in or out, these are great. Also with the whole because we care, it's just that extra step that you're going for the customer. Another good marketing and sales tool.